Hey guys, what's up? It's Marissa, and today I have another crazy story time for you guys. And today it's about me getting arrested. As always, if you're not following me on my social media, the links will be down below. My Instagram, Snapchat, and YouNow are all Marissa Vela YT. So go ahead and follow me so we can be best friends and you can follow my life. So if you're interested in this story time, just keep watching. Okay, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. I would never do this now. This is when I was young and dumb, and I would never, ever even think to do this now. And looking back on it, it's just like those choices that you make when you're a teenager and you're stupid and impulsive and not thinking. So just a disclaimer, I would not ever do this now. I just had to get that out there. So this happened the year I graduated high school. So I was just freshly 18 years old. So it was me, my cousin, and my boyfriend at the time. We all went to Santa Monica. We had like a great day. Everything was super fun. I went to Brandy because basic bitch. And it was just like a really good time. It was super fun. We went to Barney's, had dinner. Everything was really nice. Santa Monica is about 45 minutes from where I live in LA. And when we're in the car on our way home, my cousin had this bright idea that we should go get eggs and throw them at houses or people or whatnot. And I have always been like the type that I overthink everything and like I freak out, and I think that every single time I do something wrong or like that normal teenagers do, even though it's wrong, that I always get caught. I always have that fear like instilled in me since I was little that anything that I do I'm gonna get caught for, and I freak out and I don't want to do it. So I was like, no, let's not do that. And she's like, yeah, like let's do it, like it'll be fun. So I'm like, okay. So I got peer pressured basically into doing it, and don't get peer pressured, guys. It's not worth it. Whatever they're trying to make you do that you don't feel comfortable with, don't do it. It's never worth it. So we go to a Vons that is about 10 minutes from my house. We go in there, we pick up the eggs, and we get like 3 dozen eggs. So we're going and we're driving around, and my cousin is just throwing these eggs like a fucking baseball champion of the world. He's like throwing all these eggs, like throwing them just like not at the people, but like on the ground, like in front of them. So like it'll scare them. I feel so bad telling the story. I didn't throw any at this point, right? And so we're just like going through the eggs, and they're like, are you not gonna throw one? And I was like, okay, I'll do one. And mind you, the whole time this is going on, I am like this in the car. That is my face the entire time this is happening. Like I'm holding my breath basically because I'm so nervous. So I get one and I throw one egg. Okay, the entire time, just keep that in mind, I threw one egg. And my cousin is like out of the sunroof, like throwing these eggs, like she does not give a fuck. And like I'm here holding my breath, not being able to breathe, and can't wait till this is over so I go home. So we're just like literally driving around in our neighborhood. And our neighborhood is really small. So everyone knows everything that's happening. Everyone is a big mouth and reports everything that's happening. So that's another reason why I was really on edge. So we've been doing this for about maybe 7 minutes now. I know, really precise. My boyfriend was like, oh my god, there's a cop car right there, like chill. It's like, oh my god, like I'm chilling already, like can't even breathe here, like oh my god. So we're driving, and 2 seconds later the cop goes woo, and I just wanted to die. This is my fear. Like I knew this was gonna happen because every single time I do anything wrong or that I'm not supposed to be doing, I always get caught for it. So it was expected, but I was like freaking out. So he pulls us over, and my boyfriend's like, hide the eggs, like put them somewhere, like hide them. So I grab the 2 dozens of eggs and I put it inside my Brandy Melville bag and covered my clothes on top of it. So we're like thinking like, okay, like we're good, like we hid them, like they can't search our car without like a warrant or whatever, so like we're chill. He comes to the car, goes up to my boyfriend's window because he was driving, and he says that basically that he got a call because there was 3 kids in the area in a white car throwing eggs, and that it matches our description. And my boyfriend like played it off so good. He was like, oh no, like we just got back from Santa Monica, like there's her bags, we're just trying to get home right now. And so another officer comes out of the car while we're talking, and he shines a flashlight in the car, and my cousin left one egg sitting on the car seat just in plain sight. So when he shines it, he sees the egg, and he's like, well, if that's the case, what is that egg doing there? And we both like turn around, me and my boyfriend, and we see the egg in plain sight on the fucking car seat. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck? Like, we were so close to getting out of this. You could have threw it in the trunk. You could have put it in your fucking pants. And so my boyfriend, since he was already caught lying, he continues the lie. So he goes, oh no, like, we were just gonna make a cake, and that's why we have the eggs, which the police officer was not buying it. So we all have to get out of the car, and the people that we were throwing them like in front of were all outside, like so mad, yelling at us, saying that we're like so disrespectful and we're like juveniles and thugs and like all this stuff. And so we sit on the curb and we're like flipping out. The police officer calls for backup because like that's how stupid our fucking police system is in my little community, where you need backup for 3 kids who are cooperating, by the way. Like so we're all on the curb and we're freaking out. I'm basically the one that's freaking out the most. I'm like hyperventilating because I was already not being able to breathe in the car, and like now this all happened, like I'm like hyperventilating. All individually interview us. And I got interviewed, and the cop was asking me where I was and trying to make sure that all of our stories checked out. And so we all pretty much had the same story because we talked about it before they interviewed us. This is where I slipped up. I said, I'm really sorry, like basically just admitted to it. I said how sorry I was, and thinking that he was gonna let me go because, I mean, yeah, it's a terrible thing to do, but compared to all the things that go on around the world, I thought that he would kind of give us a break, especially me being 18, my boyfriend being 18, and my cousin was only 14 years old at the time. He was being pretty nice to me, and he was just like, yeah, like I get it, like da da da, and then he's like, so where are the eggs? And I told him because he asked me, and I thought that I already like admitted to everything. What's the difference of telling him? And I was like, oh, they're in my Brandy Melville bag. And he's like, yeah, you shouldn't have told me that. I was gonna let you go, and now that I know that you had the eggs in your bag, now it's gonna all go on you. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my fucking god. So I like started crying, like just bawling my eyes out on the spot, and he sent me back. I told them what I said, and my boyfriend's like, why would you say that? Like, I'm gonna go talk to him right now. And basically my boyfriend took the entire blame and said that he's the one that put them in the bag and that I had nothing to do with it, and it was just in front of me, and he took the blame for everything. I know, and like he didn't have to do that. I didn't expect him to do that. Like I'm just like oh, he took the whole blame. He got a ticket that night, and he got a court date that he had to go to. And so we were able to go because we were 18 years old, but because I had my cousin who was 14, I had to call my family and have them know everything because they had to pick her up and they couldn't release her to anyone that wasn't her guardian. Her parents live an hour and a half away from where we were. This was like 12 in the morning. They had to drive an hour and a half to the station to come pick her up. They had to tell my aunts who I lived with at the time. They all came down there, and my whole family knew. I literally got chewed out for about a year after this happened. We got home, we got screamed at. It was just like so bad. And so basically what happened is my cousin also got a ticket. She got community service, and it's off her record. My boyfriend, it got dropped. It's off his record. Thank God. So yeah, that was a time that I literally was almost arrested. Like, what? Like, it's so not like me. I would never ever do anything like that ever again. I want to stress that, like, ever again. Yeah, I guess you do young and dumb things when you're young and dumb. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I will be posting every Sunday because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this story time, and other than that, I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys.